the enemy is sowing these seeds in humanity. This witch was teaching me how to use the herbs to cage people's souls. Like, you keep them stagnant, doing the same thing, but no progress. But they are working so hard. But the more they work hard, the more they go back to square one. So that night, they have a bad dream. In that dream, if they don't wake up to pray and cancel it, that is the end of them. She said, you can enslave a man who has money and he starts working for you. He just gives you a car, he gives you a house, he gives you everything, transferring it in your names. And that is wickedness. Who are the people that are supposed to fight you? She said that they are called Abegairis. I don't know, but Begairis are intercessors. They are supposed to stay on the altar and to keep the fire burning. But they just pray for cheap things like...
Hi guys, and welcome back to the Truth Speaker TV. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Okay, so I came across this video on TikTok, and I found it very, very interesting and a need to know for Christians and for pretty much anyone, right? Let's get into this video. Kindly leave your thoughts in the comment section, and once again, thank you for subscribing.
They taught me how to trap souls. That lady, now that is the following day, she said, you have to learn how to create a web. I don't know how to explain it, but a web, something like, you can see it like the way you see the spider. She taught me how to do that. And how to do that is by capturing a person's spirit. And how do I capture a person's spirit is by involving in a quarrel or a fight with that person. And when I involve myself in a fight or quarrel with that person, I tell that person, you will see. And when that person, when I tell them you will see, they say, see what? Who do you think you are? And me, the only response is, you will see. So that night, because they have opened their lives to that attack by quarreling, when a person is at that point of life, they are at zero level. They are vulnerable in the spiritual realm. So I would target at night. They are just thinking about me, meditating about the bad things I have done, the bad words I have spoken, how I am the one who invoked the fight, you know. So that night, they have a bad dream. In that dream, if they don't wake up to pray and cancel it, that is the end of them. Because whatever they are going to do, they are going to be struggling. Because me, I would go to that shrine, I call their spirit, and I cage it in that web. So that is an evil forest, a forest of herbs. Yeah. There are people who have been caged in trees. There are people who have been caged in places. So a person does whatever they are doing. They work so hard. They are struggling to make it in life, but nothing they do materializes. Even if they are given money in the morning, by evening, they don't have the money and they have nothing to show for that money.
Wow. So these are things that are cultivated and programmed in the spirit.
Yes.
Through manipulating herbs.
Yes, through herbs.
Genesis chapter 1, verse 29, interestingly, this is in the beginning, obviously, it's Genesis. And God said, behold, I have given you every herb-bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree, in the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat. So God has given us these herbs for meat.
Yes.
You know, witches were also vegans. But so the Lord has given us these green herb-bearing seed.
So as this witch was teaching me how to use the herbs to cage people's souls, I asked her about something I did not like. I saw my grandmother doing, and witches eating their vomit. I said, I did not like this. It did not sink well.
Of course, it's disgusting.
Yeah. Why would grandmother, with her, she has money. I mean, why would she eat her vomit? And she said, this is a gradual process. But the people that are supposed to fight us don't know, and they are sleeping. And I asked, who are the people that are supposed to fight you? She said that they are called Abegairis. I don't know, but Begairis are intercessors. They are supposed to stay on the altar and to keep the fire burning. But they just pray for cheap things like money, cars, visas, things like that. But the serious things they are supposed to pray about, they have been blinded. We have put a veil. They don't know. So they are praying for cheap things. They are praying for cars. They are praying for money. They are praying for their weddings. They are praying for cheap things that some of them we just allow them to get so that they forget what they are supposed to do. And while as we are working, and I said, now, how are you going to now bring this into people's system? She said, now, you and the younger generation are past this. I mean, you and the bigger generation are past this. But now we are targeting a generation that will feed on human flesh but not knowing. I said, how? She said, now through science, we are now promoting an ideology of people not burying. Because when a person is buried, we are saying because of the scarcity of the land, burying takes space. And then they have to use cement and all that. So we are talking about environmental preservation and all that. So now we are channeling people to burning the dead bodies. And
cremation.
Yes, and she said, when we give you our money, you make a will and tell your attorneys to cremate you because you have influence. So if we get celebrities to say, I just want to be burned, I just want to be burned, that will be the order of the day. People will be burning themselves. And now we shall introduce something new. We shall introduce a liquid. And that liquid, we put the body, and the body melts in the liquid, and the bones are crushed and put in the animal feeds. And then the liquid is flushed down the sewage system. And the whole process of recycling. Mm-hmm. And then that's how they'll be drinking human beings without knowing. Before they understand, later they'll start having appetites for eating people. And they don't know where the appetites came from. And when the appetite comes, they will do it because we have programmed them through the movies, the vampires.
Oh, a lady here, she killed her child and began to devour this baby, a baby. Like it was her baby. Wasn't just some random kid.
Her baby.
Yes. Oh, that is evil. So that is so evil.
It brings us back to praying over everything, even water, before we eat. Because the enemy wants to feed us on filth. That's why people are so heartless. Like a person can see another person starving and they are eating and they have more than enough, but they cannot share what they have because the enemy is sowing these seeds in humanity. And has
programmed them with every man for himself and God for us all. That's a doctrine of devils.
Yeah. So she told me, I don't know if it's in Kenya, but in Uganda, there are some witches you wouldn't want to mess with because if you mess with them, they enslave you. They enslave that person that has messed with them. Like they bury this person and they hear that the person is in someone's farm working. So the witch told me that the way this man, the politician, is making money is by enslaving people. And most of the people that work in his farms, in their homes, are dead. And she told me that I will see my grandmother also doing the same to some of the village people. And she's doing so because she knows how to mix herbs. So she started also training me on how to do it. She said, you can enslave a man who has money and he starts working for you. He just gives you a car, he gives you a house, he gives you everything, transferring it in your names, and you don't have to suffer. So he's the one to suffer for you. And when you're done with him, you can either kill him or trap his spirit in a web. So he becomes useless. Even if he wants to fight back and own everything that he gave you, you're now more powerful than him. He is useless.
That is wickedness.
Yeah, so they started teaching me on how to cook these spirits. And now she started teaching me on alcohol.
She taught you how to cook spirits.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, we spoke about spirit
Now,
cooking.
spirit cooking is different.
It's different, okay.
Yes, from spiritual cleansing. And
Okay.
then a mixing of herb where you cook a spirit and then you assign a spirit to do something. Why you have to cook the spirit is because that spirit cannot have access on this planet to function without a person with a body enabling it. So how she was teaching me to cook is to get the herb and then perform a ritual on the herb. Let's say sacrifice chicken on that herb and then cook the herb as I invoke the spirit, and then the strength in the herb and the sacrifice that I've made is what is going to enable that spirit to function. And I can keep renewing that. And the spirit is functioning. I send it for missions.
Wow.
Yeah. So now she told me I was going to work for companies that manufacture alcohol.
Oh.
And those companies that manufacture alcohol are, I don't know how to explain, but those people are wicked.
Of course.
They are so wicked because they are investing so much in promoting things that are destroying people's lives. And how they promote it through celebrities. And they give them money to make drinking alcohol look cool.
Right.
And when people make drinking alcohol look cool, they pretend like they are for man. Like the way they promote it, they say not for sales to persons under the age
18.
of 18. Drink responsibly, but they say the spirit that binds us, tastefully different, test the spirit. Those are the terms that they use when they are promoting this alcohol. But which spirit are they telling you to test?
Yes.
How these alcohol companies promote their alcohol may it look like they are concerned about people's lives, but in the actual sense, they are not concerned about that. All they are concerned about is their profits. And how they make profit is by many people consuming it.
Yes.
So they will come up with things like not for sales to persons under the age of 18, drink responsibly, the spirit that binds us, test the spirit, tastefully different. See, all those slogans. If you don't think through and say, okay, now, what spirit are they talking about that binds us? What spirit are they telling us to test? You may not understand, because always we tell you life is spiritual. So these people understand and they know exactly what they are talking about. So this lady told me that now we want you to work with alcohol companies, and how you're going to work with them is by promoting them through the lifestyle. And the lifestyle, how they want to promote them through a lifestyle, they want celebrities like Jay-Z, Beyonce, all those big celebrities to make videos when they are drinking, to make alcohol look cool. They are going to get socialites to throw parties, and in those parties, they are drinking wines and alcohol, so that they make us feel like in every party, there has to be an alcohol. There has to be some wine for us to feel like there is a party.
Yeah.
And how to promote their sodas and their drinks, they promote the lifestyle. They show a certain celebrity's child throwing up a party, and in that party, they are drinking a certain soda and they are drinking alcohol. And now people will jump into that because that is what is trending. But they don't know that what is trending is there to destroy them. Actually, most of these celebrities who promote this lifestyle don't even drink. They don't even take the drugs. They don't take, because they know, a person like me, I knew what we were promoting.
The destructive
I
power.
knew the destructive power, and I knew their motive, because alcohol means it means a body eating spirit. It's something that came from the Arabic. That word comes from the Arabic word
Right.
al-Qul.
Like al Shabaab.
Yes,
Al Qaeda.
al-Qul.
Al Qul.
Yes. So a spirit, a spirit that feeds, it
Feeds
consumes
on the
on
host.
you.
It feeds on you.
Yes. So they are saying, test the spirit. As you test it, it's gonna show you what's up. It's gonna feed on you. You feed on it, it feeds on you.
It feeds on you.
And they don't show you how it's gonna feed on you. They are not showing you that your liver can shut down. They are not showing you the pancreatic cancer. They are not showing you the lung cancer. They are not showing you. Our mission in those clubs was to send spirits into the drunk people, because by drinking, they have opened up they have opened up themselves to spiritual attacks. So me, I would enter a club knowing that I was possessed. So I enter club, and how we would dress, every time I would enter a club, I would be in white. Short white, revealing clothes or glittering clothes, because when you're underneath those lights and there's some spiritual boost, you can shine like an angel. So we used to get those kind of clothes, those clothes that glitter, like they are bright. Yes. And then I had a group of girls who would dance when they're almost naked. Yes, in those clubs. Then while they are performing, we would send spirits of lust, people would feel suicidal, depending on the songs we are dancing to, because even the songs carried meaning and anointing.
And spirits.
Yes. So we would say, and then we would set up rich men. We knew because in a club, they know where the big guys sit. There are those tables, VIP. So by the time a man is able to pay 2 million for a table, that man is, So the club managers will tell us that there is a guy there. He's loaded. So you people go and trap him. So now he's going to drink responsibly. Maybe with his committee guys, they are going to drink responsibly.
If there is such a thing.
Yes. So we also enter and join the responsibly drinking people. So we just make sure we also position ourselves next to where they are. And our table, we have not paid for it. It is the club guy that has arranged for us to sit there. So these guys, because they have taken 2 or 3 bottles, they begin to see us like angels. We are shining. So now he will send one of his guys, go and reach out to those women. So when they come to reach out to us, we have already positioned ourselves for those men. We want to make them drink every penny that they have, drink their iPhones, drink everything, to a point that we leave them without anything, not even their sense. So now, as they invite us to join them, we start now ordering. For them, they think that when we drink, we are going to get drunk and they'll take advantage of us. But a person who's already having demons cannot be drunk. I am already high. So we would drink and drink and drink, and these men drink and they knock off. So when they are off, we would check their pockets. We take their wallets, we take their everything.
Okay, guys, I wanted to show you the entire video. However, in subsequent videos, I would comment on a few parts I found interesting. So kindly look forward to those videos. My overall thoughts on this are that this practice is not just a problem in Africa, but a global problem, with many leaving the West and going to Africa seeking these witches to do things for them. Some leave the United States and Canada and travel to the Caribbean and South America. Others cross states to connect with these people, making them idols in their lives. What is disgusting is when men and women of God forsake God and chase after these means, fully knowing that God is our ever-present help They refuse to wait and have patience. Wait on God. That's what he said. Wait. Just wait on God. That's what the word said, right? They want the life immediately. Or they may want to hurt someone, right? Or entrap someone, enslave someone, as the witch said, right? So they resolve to this means at the detriment of their souls. We must stop being relaxed and on forever chill cruise mode with our prayers. It is time to grow spiritually, pray, and trust God even more. For those doing these things, it is time to stop. The Lord never said to harm your enemies. He clearly states to love them. Love them. What is a man to gain the world and lose his soul? Do you have no regard for your eternal life? Okay, guys, that's all I have for you guys today. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. See you on the next video. Bye!